It's been a long time since I've recorded or broadcast a Let's Play of No Man's Sky. The other day, to mark the one-year anniversary since the game's release, Hello Games released the Atlas update, which activated portals and did a number of other things, but it was the activation of portals that I think got me curious enough to give it a try again. I haven't played since about February of this year, 2017. I'm recording this in August 16th of 2017. And my goal in this playthrough, or Let's Play, is to go back and recover a favorite world. In fact, my very first favorite world. In fact, my very first beloved world in playing No Man's Sky the first time through. From what I can tell of my flash drives and the notes that I've taken, the last or archival save of that world was taken here on the 28th of 2016, just about a year ago. What I've done is I've saved my creative mode game state on a new flash drive, and I've restored my very old archival save of the planet Kaina Dhren to the game. So my goal in going in is to land, evaluate whether or not the world is as I remember it, and you know, the extent to which the world is as I remember it. And I took quite a few videos of that world, so it'll be pretty obvious, I think. And anyway, if it is, then to locate the portal on that world, or a portal on Kaina Dhren, which I was never able to locate again originally by flying around and looking for it, although I spent a lot of time trying. Once I've located that portal, to determine the address of this world, to write it down, and then to go back and restore my modern day creative mode and try to get back there in creative mode. So, and if that works, I have a good half dozen worlds that I saved over the course of that first, 3 or even 2 or 3 months that I played last year. So anyway, let's see what happens. I'm really not sure what to expect. I distinctly remember that several of the updates, I mean, they made, several incremental updates. I think it was the first time that they wiped the state of the galaxy. I felt like when I returned to the worlds that I knew, they were quite different from the ones that I felt I had left behind. And so I'm really curious to see how that plays out, whether or not this world is, oh, that's interesting. So Awakenings is updated. I've pulled out my original save, which is my archival save, and that's good. Let's look around first of all. Oh, that's interesting. So this, yes, my familiar ship, one of the 2 ships I love from this time. This one I always called the Grasshopper. I do still love this ship, I have to admit. But another one of the ships common on this world is a ship type that I've ultimately come to prefer. I like the fact that they've kept the ships, that I can still get back my old ship, my old configurations. Yeah, I'm really ready to see what's what. Let me see something here. Just for fun, I'm going to check and see if it saved my visual changes. interesting. So it didn't. I set these up to 90 originally. I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I'm not going to mess with anything else for now. Okay, well, let's see what we can see. You know, I'm tempted to wait around for one of my beloved ships to show up again, but instead, I'm just going to go ahead and see whether or not Kaina Dhren is as I remember it. Alright. I'm still not used to the fact in this new patch, not used to how slow you can go. Anyway. Uh-oh. That's interesting. Unknown planet. I mean, the sky is orange. Wow, this is interesting. So these are all showing up as unknown planets. Even though the first time I played through, I named all these things, all these worlds. In fact, I ended up in a situation where you know, this was the very first system that I explored and named. I ended up in a situation where I was exploring it while someone else was exploring it. They named it, I named it, and I could never quite figure out what stuck. So here I am, and it, you know, it kind of feels in a way like nothing stuck. But look at that! Look at that. Okay. Informal Vosk. Selets. Yep. Discovered by Selets. And interesting thing about that, I am quite positive that originally there was a date attached. Discovered by Selets. I remember Selets well. Discovered by Selets on blah 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 8/26 blah blah. Those dates are gone. I find that interesting. Maybe it's not a bad thing, but in a way, you know, I mean, I think since so many people played so early on, and the inner core is so crowded because of that, they've removed the dates to reinstill a sense of mystery, and I can understand that. That's part of why I headed out. So this, Kaina Dhren, says discovered by aqaraza. Now, you know, it could be... Oh, wait, let's look at all the information. Kaina Dhren. Interesting. 9 species discovered, and... Interesting, the animations are gone. They used to be animated. Huh. I remember these guys. Oh, this is interesting. Some of these are a little different. Oh my gosh, I remember these guys. I remember these guys. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, I totally remember these guys. These are the best. I love this world. Can I just say I love this world? It was like one of the first worlds I discovered, and pretty sure I started on this world, Sitikom Nanogan, which was an ice world. Aqaraza. No. I named it after my character name, aqaraza. At any rate, let's get down to Kaina Dhren and see how similar this world is. This was a brutal world, Gekx, filled with... oh, that's weird. Huh. Nothing there. There were definitely things there before. I mean, it was flora empty, fauna absent. No, that's not true. I think it's Sitikum Nanogan. Yeah. This is the one that... Yep, I remember. These guys kicked my butt. Anyway. Very, very interesting. Alright, well, I think this is it. Let's find out. You know what? I just remembered something. The very first time I flew down, I guess it's really just tradition at this point, because I don't think I was never able to find the location again by using this technique. But the very first time I flew down, I aimed straight ahead and just shot for the center. Notice there are no flags of any kind, no waypoints, nothing like that. And I think every time they reset the galaxy, that stuff goes away. So I'm glad that they have the portals, because there seems to be no persistent way to rediscover locations otherwise. All right. Let's see what's left. So, how different is this world from the one I remember? I mean, it looks quite different. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. So, when they did that very first patch, and they reset the galaxy that first time, I really did feel as though when I returned, even though some of the landscapes were a little more realistic, it felt everything was just a little more neon and less real to me. What I remember of this world are grassy meadows, an orange sky at night, very interesting. So this may, in the end, really not be the world I remember. But let's find out. Let's at least land. I remember the grasses. Oh, wonderful. I really hate that. I actually really dislike the whole get so close you can crash thing. It's not my cup of tea. Oh, well. Yeah. Forsaken planet? Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Now, I remember this world being more sort of black. You know, I think I remember something about that they made the color palettes of all the planets more quote-unquote vibrant. So a lot of the gray planets one might remember from the very earliest days are no more. Okay, well, this is not Kaina Dhren. You know, I've been, you know, for a while now, I've been playing in creative mode, and I don't even remember necessarily how to refuel my ship. So it'll be interesting to see if I can do that. Oh, wonderful. Unknown planet. How strange. I think it's great that this is all that there is on my timeline. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Rename and upload. That's interesting. That's interesting. So, this implies... Yeah, I can't rename the system. Good old Sellets, who will never be back. Anyway, whatever. Alright. What do we got? I mean, I remember this situation where certain worlds were hidden by other worlds, and I used to have a method for dealing with this I developed over time, which was when I leave a world, I head to the other side of the nearest world so that I can triangulate. So from there, I should be able to see what's behind here. Very interesting. I've not been here in a long time. Alright. Come on, baby. Noticing in this update is a preponderance of a terrain pattern that's kind of a circular pattern. Okay, let's see what we got. Where are we? So this feels like, you know, this is a pretty orange planet as well. It'll be interesting, you know, it would be interesting to go back and look at the videos from my prior playthrough, but I just don't remember this much orange. Now, granted, the sky is orange, but hey. Base. Anyhow. Alright, let's see what's what. What do we got? Nuclear planet. Cinderlusp. This is weird. Huh. This is strange. My planet is gone. Interesting. The way I know. That is interesting. Because this is the world that was once aqaraza. Because it's missing from the listing now. Fascinating. That's kind of sad. I mean, Gex was nothing. It was Kaina, Dhren. Well, and if I go back there, boy, this is so strange. Huh. So here's very strange. What does the yellow icon mean? Yeah, you know, what it seems like is that everything is kind of up for grabs again. This is interesting. I mean, this is nothing like, you know, so the world I started out on originally was an ice world. Oh, and it's radioactive, and since I'm not in exploration mode, I am dying. Okay, well, so it goes. Well, that's very interesting. Alright. Oh, my thrusters here. See if I can remember how to refuel. I've got stuff. I'm not going to be able to mess around very much. I am on a mission. You know, I may as well look. What I was thinking a moment ago was, maybe I don't want to know, because obviously, I mean, I've just gone back to a world that I named and found it completely different from what I remembered. So part of me thinks, you know, maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I don't want to... There we go. At least I can see more of my worlds. But you know what? I'm never coming back otherwise. I mean, it's now or never. If I go to that world and find it bears similarity to the world that I love and remember, then yes, it's worth finding the portal, and that's what I would do. If I go back and find it doesn't, then it's like, you know, any other randomly generated world. But either way, this is really my main chance to know for sure. And in fact, if I go back and find that it's nothing like the worlds I remember, which is what I suspect now, given the state of this world, which from a distance looks more icy than it certainly seems now, you know, then all the worlds I've saved are lost, worthless. Unknown planet, okay? Unknown planet. Well, okay. Well, you know, based on my technique, the thing to do so that I can get a clear view of this guy, whether or not that is Kaina Dhren. Now, I can find out by checking the distance. So I'm 1,300 kilometers to that guy. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's my beloved world. And Gekax, assuming that's what's over here. That is so strange. I mean, I never got to name this one. I probably did try to name it back at the time. I'm gonna name this because this is absolutely aqaraza. I shouldn't have to name it again, but it's the deal. That's what's up. Rename and upload. Yep. Interesting. Well, very strange. So where did my name come from? I mean, you know, I guess only at the system level. Even this, though, it was discovered by Selitz, but he named it something. He did name it something ridiculous. I think he named it something like, he named the whole system something like Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber or something. It doesn't show up as that now. So, you know, it's all up for grabs. And I guess if everything keeps constantly changing, that makes sense. It's a little sad because Kaina Dhren was a great planet, and obviously it removes the impulse to explore widely and to plant a flag, because those things will be rewritten over time. Of course, I guess everything will, but anyway, well, very interesting. I mean, I named it. And the name is gone. So there's nothing to suggest that any name I'm giving it now darn it, memoriam. Fascinating. All right, well, let's do it. I don't expect much from this. Although I would like to see some of my little creature friends again, because this place had the most wonderful creatures. I loved this world. I really did. I explored the heck out of it, and I'm glad I did when I did, because looking at the worlds now, for all their neon brilliance, whatever, I don't feel they're as immersive as the worlds from the earliest days. It's ridiculous to say. I mean, I'm probably one of 6 people who cares. But I care enough to reload this ancient save, probably version 1 of the game, and, go back and try to find it, so... It's strange that all of these worlds would be so different. I guess they basically set the planet type, diameter, etc., and just regenerate the whole surface. There was a time I was immersed enough in this game that I invented story reasons for why that might be, having to do with the simulation in question. I'm glad that they created creative mode, because in the end I think just flying around is the way to go, especially if there's no permanence, no resilience to the discoveries we make. But we'll see. This is it. This is Kaina Dhren. Look at that. It's renamed. It's renamed to the default name. Far out. Now, this is interesting. Some of the... well, I don't want to speak too soon, but it seems like some of the landscape features are familiar. this was, yeah, okay. Yeah, these strange valleys. And of course it's night, so I don't know what's up. Doesn't look the same to me though. I also don't see as much water as I remember by a long shot. I do like the slow flying you can do now. Okay, well, let's do it. Oh, so look at this. Look at that. Kaina Dhren. When I hop out, it's going to reset, which is crazy to me. How can that be? Why would that be? Alright, well, anyway. That is very strange. Terraforming catastrophe? Huh. There's one of my little dudes. And it's red! I discovered these guys! I mean, come on, look at this. I uploaded these guys. Huh. Very interesting. All discovered. But they're showing up as red. Very strange. It's kind of neat to see the original names again. Leyenbi Ohanve. Those are the same. I mean, they ring a bell. I kind of remember them. So I'm not going to bother scanning any of those guys. I like the new textures and everything, but I miss my world. I don't, you know, the long grasses are not there. Terraforming catastrophe. How can that be? Oh, it's cold out. Things have changed. Things have changed. Alright, well. Too bad. Darn it. Alright, well, let's do this while I'm at it here. So strange. Excuse me. Well, I probably will at least go ahead and try to grab a portal location, because it'd be nice to be able to get back here even if it doesn't matter anymore, you know. I remember some of these things. I remember these red bushes. I definitely remember the creatures. I love these little guys. Alright, now, let's see. Uh-oh. Is that right? Yeah. I forget how expensive everything is. Okay. Yep. I'm definitely a creative mode kind of guy. So I'll go ahead and grab the portal. or at least do the research to find it, even though this is a different world than the one I remember. Man, I explored the heck out of this world, and I'm really glad I videoed it when I had the chance, you know? Let's see if I can feed this guy. Come on, feed, 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 thank you. There we go. Did that work? I think so. Look at this little guy, he's like a little pineapple. I love the life on this planet. Part of it was that this was the first world I ever found where the life was not out to destroy you. And I find it very interesting. Oh, this guy! Look at this guy! I love these guys. And come on. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Feed. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There you go. At any rate, I miss my world. But at least these guys are here. What I was going to say is some of the rock formations. Oh, wonderful. Some of the rock formations seem the same, etc. Which is why I find it fascinating that the biomes have changed so much. But you know what? Biomes can certainly change. It'd be interesting. I mean, the geography doesn't seem like it has changed that much. At the very least, the formation types ring a bell. You know, I definitely remember these kind of craters with obelisks in them. It would be interesting to see just how much still remained of what I remember physically in terms of landmarks, right? But the idea is that, you know, I don't see the water, and there was water all over the place. So that changed as well. Now, water level is obviously something that can change, and well, that's nice, my shadow. It's pretty cool. You know, that makes sense. So, the implication is that the biomes of these worlds are changing rapidly, or I am aging rapidly. Yeah, these plants, yep, the plants themselves are very familiar. I am totally going to grab the portal. I totally am. You know, I miss this place. I mean, I'd like to at least be able to get back there. I wish the sun would come up. But yeah, I remember these plants. I thought there was a cave over here, but I'm not seeing it. What is that? What is the life sign reading hitting me for? Hold on. Yeah, like as I said, I am all about creative mode. It was fun in the early days to go from world to world and have to deal with changes to your life ability, but here and now doing it, I don't remember it being this cold. Here and now doing it, it's not as much fun. Why is my life sign reading going down so low? That actually makes no sense to me. What does it take to recharge that? Why am I doing this? I don't think I have to do this to activate the go. Oh no! Are you serious? Are you serious? Crap. Okay. Aha! Sun's up. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, the textures are... You know, absolutely, the textures are higher resolution. That is very, very cool. But it's very strange because this is not the world I remember. It's a cool world. I mean, the stands of grass are there, but this place was covered in tall grasses. I love these little guys. I love all of them. This place had the best creatures ever. Why are my life signs going down like that? I like the textures. I'm just not a fan of, I don't know, miss my world, I guess. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Change happens, and presumably on a planet, change can happen easily, frequently. Feed this guy. Oh, I can't feed him. Why can't I feed you? That's odd. Here's your front. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway. Here's the deal. I need a dagger, which means I need crates. So this is going to take some doing. Now, why is my life support dropping? Huh. I forgot all about that. Jeez. Fascinating. Yep. Okay. I don't want to go far. I need some crates. I need a Viking dagger. Really? Nothing around? It's interesting to be recording a video that... Hey, how's it going? Yeah. I restored a save. I restored that very first world that I liked a lot to go back and try to find it again. Because they've added a feature that allows portals to link back to them. But it's different. It's different, yeah, it's different than I remember. I mean, they've done a number of changes to the worlds. It was grassy originally. All the animals are there. The animals are the same. Plants are the same. Yeah, it's kind of like Arizona, actually. It is nice. It has its appeals. But now I'm trying to unlock the portal, and I am missing something to do it. So anyway, but yeah, I'm recording. And now you're a part of the recording. No. But it's recorded for posterity. You know, anyone could watch in the future. Okay. Let's see here. One thing I do like is that they have changed the frequency of findings. You know, I always did... Oh, look at that. Well, that's handy. I always did find things to be a little too close together. Terraforming capacity, that's so crazy. Now, in theory, here on this world, it is possible that my favorite ship will show up. Yeah, that's okay. Viking dagger, that's what I need. Let's go ahead and try to get it. Let's buy it. There are things I completely do not recognize here. Come on. Of course, there's no Viking dagger. Great. Oh wait, what? I'm trying to buy. Yeah, that's... Okay, not there. Great. Forget you guys. Drive me crazy. Yeah, I miss my world, you know? Oh well. It's alright. Things change. Something happened, clearly, from the time I was gone. Guess I was gone longer than I thought. Now, you know, in a universe that keeps aging and aging and aging, things can change a lot. So, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Darn it. For Pete's sake. Alright, no Viking dagger there. What a pain. And, interestingly, I do not see my ship. So that makes me think the ships have reset as well. Very interesting. Man, I love that ship. I wonder if I have any saves with it. Wouldn't matter if I did, I guess. Come on. You know what? I should have set down a marker, because now my monolith is gone, and I wasted a monolith charge. Oh well. Shoot. Is that it? There we go. Kaina, Dhren, memento mori. Come on. All this for a Viking dagger. For God's sakes. Okay. 37 minutes. Yeah, I think the landscape's much more barren than it used to be. Settlements and installations are much further and fewer between, which is good, really, I think. They were way too close originally, and ultimately I think that served to the detriment of the original game. Come on, where are you? 37 minutes, alright, whatever. No water. I mean, one of my most vivid memories of Kaina Dhren originally was the amount of water everywhere. The cave systems are the same though, which is very strange. Okay, what's that? Okay. Please let it be a random installation so I can get a Viking dagger, and it's not. It's that same base. Okay. I forgot how much of a hassle this was going to be, playing the old way. Okay. Let's see. Alright, well, alright. nothing for it. Just fly around until you see a base. It's got to be something somewhere. What? It's fine, Melissa. It's fine. So now I'm pretty much just scanning visually for... okay. There we go. Okay. There's something. Good. A ship. Great. God, I really don't like not having bumper protection from the landscape. Please, let there be. Okay, so I'm pressing okay. Please, 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 please. Arrgh! Oh my god. Okay, Gek Charm. What type of system is this? Viking, so there should be Viking daggers. Okay. Well, unfortunate. And at this stage, I have to feel like I'm not even sure why I'm recording. But I'm going to go ahead and record the rest of this, just for posterity. Because I really did like this world originally. And I do want to try and activate the portal so I can get back here. I definitely find the portals to be an interesting development. But it seems like interesting worlds have become more rare, you know? Come on. What? Nothing. Oh, yes! Viking dagger. Great. Okay. Okay. Viking dagger. Super. Wonderful. I find it pretty interesting that I haven't seen the ships. You know, the other ship that I remember from this system that I loved. It's not that I would want that ship again, but it's interesting not to see it. Sun's going to go down, and I'm going to freeze to death. It also doesn't level out like it used to as well, which is annoying. Yeah. Yeah, it makes me want to go back and rewatch a video from that original survey of Kaina Dhren, because it is so different. And it's not that this world is unappealing, it actually has a certain beauty to it, but it is definitely not the same world. I do miss these little guys, and I'm glad to see that they're still kicking. But let's think about that for a second. If the biome has changed so much, how is it? There's a cave. You know, how is it that the same animals are existing? In fact, you would imagine that the animals would change long before the biome, at least in terms of changing in its entirety. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe animals are that adaptive, but... What? Oh, good. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. See, and there's my health again, my suit again. Even though cold has not ramped up yet. One day. This is interesting. Is it on the other side of the planet? We will see. Crap. Oh no. Seriously? Are you gonna do this to me? Really? Fine then. New mission, inventory management. Super. I guess because I saved the new game. Great. Okay. Anyway. Alright, so I'll open this portal. So one interesting thing will be to see whether or not this portal is positioned similarly to the one portal I stumbled upon and then was never able to find again on all of Kaina Dhren. I would actually be, well, I don't know what to think, you know. If the biome of Kaina Dhren was here similar to what I remembered, then I would say I'd be surprised if this were not the same, because presumably there's one or maybe two portals on any given world. The only exception I ever found was a world where there were at least 3 or 4 portals on a tiny moon. I think I have that thing saved. I wonder if that would still be the case. Anyway. I don't know what to expect, you know? I am so fascinated by the fact that these cave structures remain, and yet all the water is gone. You know, if you were to try and interpret it from within a lore... Aha, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. If you were to try and interpret it from within a lore, you would guess that the time when I visited was during, you know, the height of the terraforming success, basically. Time. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Just go. You know what though? If I go, I come back, I need my ship nearby. Sorry. I wonder what would happen if they had launched this game now. You know, if they just waited another year. I mean, they never would have known, I guess, what frustrated people most. And honestly, the landscapes of the original, to me, are more engaging than the landscapes we have now, but... Alright. Here's the deal. Let's see what we got. So what this means is there's no reason to go back to all the other worlds I saved. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Jeez, that's a pain? Oh my god. Wow. Hmm? Ha! Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to do this on exploration mode. Okay. So what's going on? Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? I charged the glyphs. What the hell? So what's going on? What the hell's going on? Why is it not activated? Wait, you've got to be kidding me. If I have to recharge those again, I'm going to be really upset. You've got to be joking me. You've got to be joking me. Whew. Okay, so what's the deal? They're charged. Why is the portal not active? Huh. This is weird. That's too bad. Well, okay. This is a pain in the ass. So, clearly, apparently, you have to undertake other steps, explore and find other things, to actually charge the portal, and it's not worth it because you know, I have one method for getting back here, which is to grab my backup disk and put it in and reload it. But you know, so because the world is not the same. It's not the same. It's not the world I remember. It's not the world I want to go to. I mean, I may as well consider my main method for getting back here to be using my flash drive and not bothering with the portal, because there's no reason to do this, to go through all the steps it presumably, apparently takes to actually get this thing activated, just so that I can get back here and find the world that is not the world I remember. Better to find new worlds, enjoy them for what they are, and realize that they'll go away. And it's the going away that's a little troubling. I mean, it would be nice if the messages remained. You know, I guess I have some ways to find that out. There's an older world on which I definitely left a marker. But you know, the only way to know in any given world is going to be to leave the marker by your portal. And so it actually makes more sense to button mash the portal buttons from creative mode, not have to worry about whatever the heck it is that's keeping these things from recharging, than it is to try and go through the rigmarole to actually get there. So, there you have it. So here is Kaina Dhren, Memento Mori. And it's a little sad to me. But I've, you know, learned and realized a few things about what to do with this game now. And I've realized that none of these locations, defined though they may be by math, none of these locations will ever be the same. At least, you won't be able to count on them being the same. So, I won't. I will continue to explore in creative mode. Perhaps I won't even worry about the portals. Unless I find a world so completely amazing. And even then, if I save it, the next time they terraform the galaxy, regenerate the galaxy, it'll be completely different. As this is completely different. I find it fascinating that my ship is there. But in the end, nothing stays. And I'm just going to have to call that okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now, but I'm glad I recorded this. I'm glad I came back. And I'm glad I'm ready to move on.